Namaste and welcome to Sutra Network, your trusted link to news, views, and stories that matter. Here we untangle the threads of today's biggest headlines and deeper issues. US President Donald Trump arrived in the UK on Tuesday for his second state visit, making him the first American leader to receive the honor twice. Britain is showcasing full pageantry with a carriage ride, American leader to receive the honor twice. Fly past and state banquet at Windsor Castle. While heavy security keeps the 79-year-old president away from protesters, Trump praised King Charles III as an elegant gentleman and said it was a privilege to be hosted again. On Wednesday, he and First Lady Melania Trump will be formally welcomed by the King and Queen, followed by a grand procession. The visit coincides with major US tech investments in Britain, including billions from Microsoft, Google, Nvidia, and OpenAI. Trump and Prime Minister Keir Starmer are expected to sign a new technology partnership alongside commitments in defense, nuclear power, and finance. Protests continue with activists projecting images of Trump and Jeffrey Epstein onto Windsor Castle. Banned Khalistani outfit 6 for Justice has threatened a siege of the Indian consulate in Vancouver on September 18th, issuing a poster with India's High Commissioner Dinesh Patnaik's face marked with a target. The group warned Indo-Canadians to avoid consulate and accused Indian mission of running spy networks against Khalistan campaigners. The call comes 2 years after Canadian PM Justin Trudeau linked India to separatist leader Hardeep Singh Nijjar's killing. Canada's recent national security report flagged Khalistani extremism as a threat, citing groups like Babbar Khalsa International raising funds through diaspora communities and non-profits. Investigative agencies have busted 2 pan-India ISIS modules plotting attacks on religious sites and targeted killings. The Delhi Police Special Cell uncovered the first module in raids across Jharkhand, Telangana, Bengaluru, Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh, arresting 5 men and seizing weapons and chemical bomb-making materials. The second module, linked to Zianagram, Andhra Pradesh, was exposed by the NIA through raids in 8 states. 2 men, Siraj and Samir, were arrested for radicalizing youth via social media under Pakistani handlers' guidance. Digital evidence also revealed plans to smuggle weapons through the Nepal border. India's High Commissioner designate Dinesh Patnaik has arrived in Ottawa and will formally assume charge after presenting credentials to Canada's Governor General Mary Simon. His arrival ends an 11-month vacancy in the role. Patnaik, a career diplomat with over 30 years of experience, has served in Geneva, Dhaka, Beijing, Vienna, and Deputy High Commissioner to the UK. Meanwhile, Canada's envoy designate Christopher Cooter has also reached New Delhi. The restoration of High Commissioners marks a thaw in strained India-Canada ties, which surged after former PM Justin Trudeau alleged Indian involvement in Khalistani leader Hardeep Singh Nijjar's 2023 killing. Amid divorce speculations, Aishwarya Rai Bachchan's neighbor Prahlad Kakkar has dismissed reports of her leaving the Bachchan residence. Kakkar clarified that Aishwarya frequently visits her mother, Vrinda Rai, primarily to drop and pick up her daughter Aradhya from school. He called claims of her moving out garbage and emphasized that both Aishwarya and Abhishek Bachchan have maintained dignity by not commenting on the rumors. He added that Aishwarya's visit were motivated by concern for her mother's health. Vrinda Rai was diagnosed with cancer in early 2023 and sometimes Abhishek accompanies her, further proving that the claims about marital issues are baseless. India's exports to the US fell for the third consecutive month in August, dropping 16.3% to $6.7 billion. As tariffs rose to 50% under the Trump administration, sectors like apparel, gems, jewelry, leather, shrimp, and carpets are hit hardest, with potential job losses looming. About 1/3 of exports remain tariff-free, so the impact on affected goods is even higher. Industry bodies urge the government to provide export incentives, interest subsidies, duty reimbursements, and financial support to prevent factory closures. GTRI warns continued tariffs could slash $30 to $35 billion in exports by 2026, threatening India's trade performance. Pakistani PM Shehbaz Sharif and Army Chief Asim Munir are set to meet US President Donald Trump on September 25th during the UN General Assembly, sources say. Discussions are expected on Pakistan's flood relief, Israel-Qatar tensions, and India-Pakistan diplomatic issues. The meeting follows improved US-Pakistan ties, including a recent $500 million US investment in Pakistan's critical mineral sector. Asim Munir has visited Washington twice in recent months, strengthening military and economic engagement. Olympic champion Neeraj Chopra and Pakistan's Arshad Nadeem are set to compete in the men's javelin qualification at the World Athletics Championship in Tokyo. Chopra leads Group A, while Nadeem headlines Group B, both likely to advance to Thursday's final. Automatic qualification requires a throw of 84.50 meter or a top 12 finish. India is represented by Chopra, Sachin Yadav, Rohit Yadav, and Yashveer Singh. Past encounters include Budapest 2023 and Paris 2024. Tokyo's finals promise another high-stakes India-Pakistan clash, with athletes conserving energy while aiming for precision in challenging stadium wins. Meta Platforms, led by Mark Zuckerberg, is set to unveil its first consumer-ready AR smart glasses, Celeste, priced around $800. The glasses feature a subtle display for notification and gesture control via wristband, aiming to gradually introduce AR to everyday users. Meta plans to engage developers through a software kit for AR apps. While premium pricing may limit adoption initially, Celeste is a step toward more advanced devices like the Orion Headset 2027. The launch also comes amid ongoing ethical and child safety concerns in Meta's VR and AI platforms. A new Washington Post KFF poll reveals that 16% of US parents have skipped or delayed routine childhood vaccinations, with nearly 9% avoiding critical shots like MMR and polio. Experts warn this could erode herd immunity and spark disease resurgences. Concerns include side effects, distrust in CDC and FDA, misinformation, and preference for natural immunity. Young, conservative, and homeschooling parents are most likely to opt out, despite health agencies stressing vaccines are safe and essential. Oncologist Dr. Shirish Alorkar warns that rising air pollution in India, both outdoor smog and indoor cooking smoke, is fueling a surge in cancers. Urban particulate matter, industrial pollutants, and stubble burning emissions increase risk of lung, throat, bladder, and breast cancers. Even non-smoking women and younger patients are being affected. Indoor smoke from solid fuels further exacerbates risk. With a rapid urbanization and decades of exposure, Dr. Shiris calls pollution a silent carcinogen that could drive India's cancer burden beyond current healthcare capacity. Now time for today's tale from India's glorious past. William Lambton, the soldier who mapped India. Colonel William Lambton was the pioneer of the Great Trigonometrical Survey of India, the largest land survey of its time. A soldier and skilled mathematician, he proposed mapping India with precision using triangulation and advanced instruments like the theodolite and zenith sector. Starting in 1802 from Chennai, his team crossed mountains, jungles, and rivers to chart vast territories, even providing Newton's theory that Earth is an orbit spheroid. Though Lambton died before completing the work, his deputy George Everest carried it forward, laying the foundation of modern India cartography and giving the world Mount Everest's name. For more such global news updates, subscribe to our channel, click on the bell icon, and do visit our website.